Hi students, good afternoon students. I hope you all understood whatever concepts discussed in previous class, that is the meaning of kinematics, kinetics, statics, the meaning of particle, body, distance and displacement. These are the concepts we are discussed in previous class. Students, this is my third video, continuation part 2, bridge course. Students, now in this class, let's discuss remaining parameters. Now first parameter is speed. So speed is defined as distance traveled by the body in 1 second is called speed. Speed is defined as distance traveled by a body in 1 second is called speed. Speed equals distance by time. Speed equals distance by time. Distance is scalar quantity, hence speed is also scalar quantity. Scalar quantity is defined as the quantities which having only magnitude. In CGS unit, centimeter per second, CGS denotes centimeter, gram, seconds. Whereas in SI unit, meter per second. Practically, we call kilometer per hour. So for speed, practical unit is a kilometer per hour. So 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. Practically, for SI unit of speed is kilometer per hour. 1 kilometer per hour is also equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. 5 by 18 meter per second. Next concept is instantaneous speed. Speed at any given instant of time is called instantaneous speed. So instantaneous speed is defined as speed at any given instant of time is called instantaneous speed. Average speed. Average speed is defined as the average of this instantaneous speed is called average speed. So average speed is also equals to total distance by total time taken. So average speed means average of this instantaneous speeds is called average speed. So next concept is velocity. Velocity is defined as the distance traveled by a body in 1 second at particular direction is called velocity. So velocity is defined as the distance traveled by a body in 1 second along particular direction is called velocity. Velocity is also equals to displacement by time. Velocity is also equals to displacement by time. Velocity is vector quantity. Its CGS unit centimeter, gram, second. Unit is centimeter per second. Its SI unit is meter per second. Again, in practically we call kilometer per hour. So SI unit of velocity is meter per second. Its practical unit is kilometer per hour. Next is instantaneous velocity. Velocity at any given instant of time is called instantaneous velocity. So instantaneous velocity means velocity of a particle or a body at given instant of time is called instantaneous velocity. Average velocity. Average of all these instantaneous velocities are called average velocity. So average velocity equals total displacement by time taken. So this average velocity is defined as the average of all instantaneous velocities is called average velocity. So average velocity equals total displacement by total time taken. Students, next there are 2 points, keep it in your mind. When a body moving in a straight line, so its distance is also equals to displacement. When a body moving in a straight line, its distance is also equals to displacement. In uniform motion, S equals Vt. So in uniform motion, S is also equals to Vt. Displacement of a body is also equals to velocity into time. So the equation is S equals Vt. So next is formula to calculate average velocities. So now I considered a body covering displacement S1, S2 and S3 in time intervals T1, T2, T3 with velocities V1, V2 and V3. Then, so a body covers displacement S1, S2, S3 time intervals T1, T2, T3 with velocities V1, V2 and V3. Then we can write equation that is average velocity in terms of S and T, that is S1 plus S2 plus S3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. So velocity is defined as displacement by time. Here S1, S2, S3 denotes displacements. So S1 plus S2 plus S3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. So in terms of V and T, if we write, so I already told you S1 or S is also equals to Vt, the relation. So now S1 is also equals to V1 T1. S2 is also equals to V2 T2. S3 is also equals to V3 T3 by T1 plus T2 plus T3. So as it is, if you write in terms of S and V, so this equation 2 can be write in form of S and T, that is V1 T1. So V1 T1 means S1 only, V2 T2 S2, V3 T3 S3. Now T can be written as in terms of S and V. But S1 equals V1 into T1. So T1 means S1 by V1. So T1 means S1 by V1 plus T2 means S2 by V2. T3 means S3 by V3. So in terms of S and V. So these are the equations we can write in the form of S and T, V and T, and also in the form of displacement and velocity, that is S and V. Is it clear, students?